Alright, welcome back to the Under Games Virtue's Last Reeard. I know, I said there would not be any streams this weekend. Well, my plans got postponed, as people on YouTube can read in the description. There will not be a stream tomorrow though, so yeah. I plan to get a bit more done today. Since I was lazy all day, I was able to, I guess, recharge a bit, and I should be able to stream a bit longer, but no promises. We all know I suddenly get tired. Oh. Now, after spending all day watching videos that I had on my backlog on YouTube while playing Harvestella, I probably should actually take a screen break, but hey, since when did I care about stuff like that? But seriously, I had to what? No. I had to fast forward the videos just so I could finally catch up to all 50 videos that were on my backlog. Nice, right? Alright, Zero, why are you yawning?
Oh, you're finally done? You were taking so long. I hopped off for a little nap.
Thank you, Xerox. And hi, hope your evening is great as well. And my evening was very unproductive, but fun. I was finally able to play a game I had planned to play for myself for a while now, so that was a fun day, for sure.
Yawning? Really? You're just a computer program. You don't get tired.
Hey, B.O. My temper's got a hair trigger, and you're awfully close to pulling it. So I'd watch my mouth if I were you. Otherwise...
Well, do you really need me to spell it out?
Forget it.
That's a good boy. Alrighty, let's get back to what we were talking about earlier. Namely, how do you get more BP?
Thanks, as well. We got into the AB rooms, right? Look. We've got some keys for them right here. Okay, and Quark have 2 each, so we've got 6 altogether.
But who goes into what room?
Probably, I know, wouldn't make sense to go back into the room you came from.
That doesn't really matter. Anybody can go into any room.
But there are only 6 rooms.
Didn't I tell you? The 2 members of a pair share the same destiny.
Then you mean both members of a pair need to go into the same room?
Yeah.
Hey.
Yes.
What do we do after we go into the room?
Play a game. Just like it says on the door. You play the Ambidex game!
Wait, what's ambidex supposed to mean anyway?
I would guess it's short for ambidextrous. Most use the word to refer to the ability to use both of one's hands, instead of favoring the left or right, but it can also be taken to mean someone who is duplicitous or two-faced.
It's a game of betrayal, then.
Well, yes, I guess you could put it that way.
Then what's the notary game?
But ambidextrous. Ambi? Oh. Bi is the... is it the Latin? Or the Greek? It doesn't matter. But it means to And dex is from dexterous or what's the Latin word? But I'm quite sure it means hand. That's why if you call someone or call yourself ambidextrous, that's why you're referring to yourself being able to use both hands. I could be wrong, but I've never heard ambidextrous being used as two-faced. But who am I? I don't know. Maybe there's a double meaning to it.
That refers to a whole enchilada. The notary game is a game where you try to open the number 9 door and escape. The ambidex game is just a mini game to play as part of the larger one. Make sense?
Like hell. This shit is confusing.
Is it? Or is it that you're just a few carrots short of a bushel? What do you think, Theo?
You arrogant little bastard.
Well, that's just how I am, so you better get used to it. Now, could I have you all move to the AB room, please? I'll give you more specifics once everyone's inside. I think it'll probably be easier to understand that way.
This bunny is getting on my nerves. Kay, Quark, and myself each gave 1 card to Luna, Alice, and Tenmyoji. Then we headed into the AB rooms. There wasn't really any discussion about who would go into which door, but Fi and I found ourselves heading towards the leftmost room. Looks like everybody else has gone in already. Think we should head into...
Why are you asking me? Just hurry up and get in there.
Alright. Okay.
An ambidex gate has been opened. 45 minutes remain until ambidex game polling closes.
What? This game's got a time limit too?
Something wrong?
Nothing. I just... there's no one here.
What are you talking about? Of course there isn't anyone here.
Well, yeah, I know, I
Let's
just...
get inside.
Yeah, right.
This looks just like the room we woke up in.
Yeah. Well, there's one thing that's different.
That screen.
Yeah. Looks like there's something on it. The Ambidex game will now begin. To enter your vote, please touch the start button on your screen. Once you have entered your vote, the door will lock automatically. It will not open again until the polling period is finished.
Shit! What the hell are you doing, you idiot?
What? I just pressed the start button.
Did you even read what it said? Once you press that button, it locks the door for 40 minutes. Now, thanks to your stupid ass, we're stuck in here for almost an hour.
Yeah, what else were we supposed to do? We can't... If we go outside, it doesn't even help us. Oh, really?
Yes, really.
Hey! Looks like everybody's closed their AB gates.
AB gate.
That's the door to the AB room, silly. You're in the AB room right now. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'll be continuing my earlier explanation. Now, let's get this party started! Let me tell you about the AB game. Since it's a game, you're obviously going to have an opponent. But it's not like this is a battle royale. just fight everybody. Each round will be a one-on-one battle. Mono a mono, or mono a womano. Well, there are 2 people in each pair, aren't there? So it'll be more of a 2-on-1 battle, I guess. Now, I imagine you're all wondering who your opponent is going to be. It's actually really easy. You'll be competing against whoever you paired up with to go through the chromatic doors. For example, Siggy and Fido paired up with Alas and went through the cyan door, didn't they? That means that Siggy and Fido will be playing against Alas. And it goes the other way too. Alas's opponent will be Siggy and Fido. Obviously, that means Potassium and Clevo's enemy will be Hermione. And Bo and Quirk's enemy will be Mooney! Well, I guess enemy isn't really the right word, is it? After all, if you choose ally, then they're your ally.
What? Don't get it? Well, don't worry. Just listen while Zero the Third explains it all.
First, I want everybody to focus on the screen on the device in the back of the room. You should see A, ally, and B, betray on it. Do you? All you guys have to do is pick! Just pick one of those easy options! Your BP will go up or down, depending on what you pick. It's a little complicated, and some of you are a little slow. So, I made this handy chart. The plus and minus are from your point of view. So, let's say you choose ally, and so does your opponent. You'll get 2 BP, and so will they. And you'll all get a nice warm, fuzzy feeling inside. We call that the best pals outcome. Just puts a smile on your face, doesn't it? Next is what you get if you choose ally, but your opponent chooses to betray. If that happens, you lose 2 BP, and they get 3.
Yeah. Can I say this is getting super annoying? Okay. Hold up. 1 second. Here you go. If you want it out there. Get it here. Not productive. But seriously, you can read it here. Ella plus 2. Ella betray plus 3. Betray. Ella. Whatever. Whatever.
We
Continue.
call that the stupid jerk face outcome.
Somebody did that to me. Let's skin him and stew him with some taters.
The third choice is the opposite of that. It's when you choose betray, but your nice, innocent opponent chooses ally.
This time, you're the one who gets 3 BP, and they're the one who loses 2. We call that the serves them right outcome. I mean, what were they thinking? Choosing ally was a stupid choice, and there's nothing for you to feel guilty about.
Bunny, could you
And
hurry up?
finally, the very last scenario. This is when you choose betray, and so does your opponent.
If that happens, neither of you gets or loses anything. Absolutely zero change in BP.
Boring. We call this the why even bother outcome. As the game master here, this is the situation I want to avoid the most.
You're probably wondering about the pairs, aren't you? Well, let me explain. Remember how I told you that both
Funny.
people in a pair share a destiny? Well, that applies here too.
Yeah, I
The
could
two of
have
you
guessed.
only get one vote.
You know what? I'm gonna talk over
You
you.
get to
Bonnie.
choose once between
then
ally or betray.
Game
That doesn't mean you split your points, though.
sounds
You both
similar
get 3
to one of
points, or
the
lose 2
thought
points,
experiments
whatever.
about
In other words, what you see on
inmates
this chart is what
that
you
could
get.
either confess and lessen their burden, their sentence,
Okay then. I think that about does it for the basic
or
rules.
if both, well,
Actually, there's
own
a
up to
little
their
bit
own.
more, but
It'll just have to wait, I guess.
wait, oops.
It'll be okay.
Let's say. Why does it have to wait? Thank you for waiting on that. It was getting annoying. But yeah, it's basically the same. If they betray each other, they both get 12 years, I believe. If one of them betrays, the one that is betrayed gets 10 and the other one gets 3 or 0, I can't remember. If both of them confess, they both get 3. And well, the best outcome for both of them is of course if both of them confess. So... no, it won't.
30 minutes remain until Ambidex game polling
Wow, that took you
closes.
way too long, Bunny-chan.
Anyway, I've gotta hop along now. Don't do something harebrained and wait until the last minute. You got plenty of time, so think it out.
Well,
Bye-bye now.
if we went for...
Have a nice trust.
what's her name again? Our partner's strategy, we wouldn't have much time. What are we going to do?
About the AB game?
Yeah. Should we choose ally or betray?
Yeah, it's a tough call. This is really kind of an interesting game. Seems like it's based on the prisoner's dilemma.
Ah, see, I called it. What's that?
You've never heard of it? It's a thought experiment that uses game theory to examine why people do or don't cooperate. Let's say Apple and Banana have committed a serious crime.
Apple and banana.
I just gave them the first names I thought of. They don't mean anything. Anyway, Apple and Banana are caught by the police and sent off to separate cells far away from one another. In other words, there's no way for them to contact each other. And they're not like telepaths or something. So that's the setup. You following me?
Yeah, keep going.
So, a detective shows up. He visits each cell and tells them both exactly the same thing. Goes something like this.
You can both clam up if that's what you want. We're gonna have to put you both in the slammer for 2
No,
years.
Sarge, no.
Now, if you flip on your pal over there, tell me everything. I can get your sentence reduced to 1 year. That means your buddy will serve 15, but that ain't your problem, right? Of course, if he decides to spill the beans, it goes the other way. He gets 1 year. And you get to spend 15 years eating government cheese. You're probably wondering if both of you confess. Well, I can shave off a little time for saving me trouble, but you'll still both do 10 years. So, punk, what's it gonna be? Gonna give me what I want, or you gonna keep that trap shut? Of course, I told your partner the same thing I just told you. I wonder if you can trust him to keep the cat in the bag. No rush. Give you plenty of time to think about it.
So, that's the prisoner's dilemma.
Yeah. What would you do? Say you were in Apple or Banana's shoes.
Well, If my erstwhile criminal assistant, what? Erstwhile. Erst? Was that German and they forgot to translate that? Is that an English word? Criminal associate Banana is going to keep his mouth shut. And the best choice for me is to spill the beans. Yeah. Your best choice. Yeah, okay, for you, sure, 1 year. But he will get out eventually. So the likelihood of him retaliating would mean you should go for the 2 years instead. Stay silent as well. If they have nothing on you, on both of you, they cannot prove your guilt, why should you confess? Doesn't make sense. So yes, I would stay silent. That way I only serve 1 year. But what if he confesses too? Then the smart thing would be for me to do the same. After all, if he cuts a deal and I don't, then I'll spend 15 years in prison. If I confess, I can shave 5 years off of that. Then it seems like the best choice is always going to be to confess. No! Okay, if you know that he's gonna confess, sure.
Interesting. But you're forgetting something important. That Banana will be thinking the same thing. So you'll both confess, and you'll both end up serving 10 years. Do you get it? If you both trusted each other, then neither of you would have served more than 2 years. But because you both made the decision based on your own self-interest, you're gonna spend 8 more years in prison. In other words, the logical decision leads not only to a less desirable outcome on the group level, but also a pretty shitty situation on the personal level, too. You see now? The A-B game is the prisoner's dilemma.
Yeah, they are pretty much the same. If we trust Hellas, we can both increase our BP by 2. But if we don't trust each other, in the long run, it won't benefit either of us.
Yeah, but this is where it gets interesting. Let's say for a moment all 9 of us are on one team. Who would we be playing against?
0, of course.
Right. So we can assume the 9 of us are fighting 0 in the AB game. If you look at it that way, what would we want to do to beat him? Just look at the point totals. Say we all picked Ally. What would our total points be?
5. 2 times 9 is 18, so 18
Okay. Now let's say one of the pairs chooses Betray.
Where did you... Where did the 9s come from? What? You mean like that? Okay. Sigma and Phi both have 3 plus Alice is 9. Wouldn't it then be times... Ah, no. Okay, I get it. I see where they got the 9s from. Right. I don't know. This, I missed something. I forgot to read something, didn't I? Yeah, the pair who picked Betray will get 3 points each, so in total they'll have 6, but the solo they betrayed will have 2 points restricted, so... The total gain for that game would only be 4 points. The other 2 groups would choose Ally for that round, right?
Yeah.
So for the other teams, you'll get 6 each, which will give you 2 times 6 is 12, plus 4, 16 total.
So what does that tell you?
If we consider all 9 of us to be on the same team, we need to always choose Ally to get the most points. If even one person chooses Betray, the total points we get goes down.
Exactly. In this game, if each individual acts for the benefit of the whole group, everyone benefits. But if everyone starts looking out for themselves, it'll impact the group negatively. And eventually, it'll impact them negatively too. If all of us choose Betray, then the group gets 0 points. Ultimately, nobody benefits. Not even the individual. In other words, selfish but logical decisions hurt everyone. And they hurt you.
Okay, I think I get it. What you're saying is that I should pick ally.
No,
What now?
I mean the opposite.
What?
If you're going to make the most logical choice here, the only option is betray.
Why? You just explained why that was a terrible idea.
No, I didn't. It's not the prisoner's solution. It's the prisoner's dilemma. Even though there's an outcome where everybody's happy, the choice you'd have to make for that outcome isn't the rational one. You want to pick it, but you can't. A dilemma. If we choose ally, and Alice does too, then yes, it'll be great. All 3 of us will get 2 points. That would be ideal, obviously. And it would help everybody. But what if Alice chooses betray?
Our BP will go down to 1.
Right. And if that happens, we're screwed. So
20 minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
We do be talking long.
unless we can be certain that Alice will choose ally, we don't have a choice. We have to choose betray. Unfortunately, we don't have any way to know that for certain. That means we have to make the rational choice. It would be great to make the right choice, but we can't.
Hey, did you just say we're screwed? If you don't mind telling me. What did you mean by that? I'm guessing something happens if our BP hits 0, right? I mean, the way you said it sure makes it seem like something's going to happen. Do you know something? You do know something. What are you hiding? Yeah, you know there's been something weird about you from the moment we met. I mean, for starters, how do you know my name?
Oh, knock it off. This is getting old.
Is it? I don't care if it's getting ancient. This is important. I don't know you. But you seem to know me somehow. The only explanation I can think of that makes any kind of sense is that you're working with the Zero.
What about you? Are you
What?
working with Zero?
Me? Why would you think that?
You're too calm. You wake up trapped in some kind of twisted game and it doesn't even faze you. That hardly seems normal.
Oh, come on. I could ask you the same thing.
Don't change the subject. We're talking about you. Maybe you actually do know me.
Fine, we were talking about you. Who was changing the subject here right now? Darling, maybe you shouldn't call the kettle black. Wait, where the hell did that come from? Look, I already told you, I've never seen you before in my life. Oh. Well, we're getting a bit spoiled here.
Sigma. Just let it go. Our time's up. This is it. Before it ends, I wanted to tell you thanks. You know we're about to die, but You still stuck with me. So, thank you, Sigma. Goodbye.
Uh-huh. What? What was that?
What's wrong?
So
Saw what?
the explosion.
Explosion?
I think there's a bomb somewhere in this building. I'm not sure, but it sounded like it was on a timer. You and I were trying to stop it, but we couldn't do anything, and
Whoa! Sigma! Calm down! What are you talking about? What is it now?
my
It
head.
hurts?
Yeah.
You know, you said it hurt when you first woke up in the AB room, too.
It didn't just hurt. It felt like it was going to explode.
Are you alright?
I think
Maybe
so.
you should rest a little.
Yeah, maybe I could just lay my head on your lap, Sigma.
Of course. I shouldn't have worried.
Fine, I spent the rest of the time until the door opened in silence. Oh, Jackson, was that necessary? The AB game was forgotten as I tried to make sense of what I'd seen. Maybe you should make a choice before you, I don't know, relax? Had it been real in any way, or was it just a hallucination brought on by stress, or maybe some strange drug they'd dosed me with while I was out? It had seemed real, though. Was it a premonition? I had to stifle bark of laughter at the thought. Seeing the future? This wasn't some crappy sci-fi novel, this was real life. Ah, you don't know what kind of game you're in. That's like... things like that didn't happen. I was just tired. The stress of the nunnery game was probably getting to me more than Phi thought. I was tired and I was emotional. Hallucination was strange, but really, it was perfectly understandable. Was it? But what if I wasn't losing it? What if I was fine? What if it hadn't been a hallucination? I sat there for what felt like hours, my mind running in circles.
Five minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes. All players, please enter your votes. If no vote is recorded before the deadline has passed, any non-voting parties will automatically ally.
What the hell was that?
What, do you need a translator? If you don't vote fast enough, then it'll set your vote to ally. Make sense? Or do I need to use smaller words?
So if you plan to pick ally, then you don't even really need to go into the AB room.
I guess not. We're already in here, though. So we might as well figure out what we're gonna do. What's it gonna be, Sigma? Ally? Or betray?
Why are you even asking? You made it pretty clear that we should choose betray.
Well, I didn't say should. I just said we didn't really have a choice.
That's the same thing.
It's completely different. The former is an active opinion. The latter is just passive information.
Whatever. You still want to betray, right?
Yeah.
Then why did you ask me? Go we never really finished our conversation from earlier. You said that we'd be screwed if our BP dropped to 1. What did you mean by that? Is something going to happen if our BP gets to 0 or something?
We die.
What?
If our BP drops to 0, we die. The needles in our bracelets activate.
Are you sure? Well, how the hell do you know that? Zero never said anything about it.
I don't know. I swear, I don't. I know somehow. There's just this feeling I've got. Like, that's what'll happen.
Come on, that again? You fed me the same line when I asked you why you knew my name. How can you know all these things when there's no way on Earth? Dude. Can we stop cycling through the same 3 images? What did you see? What was that? Wait, did you see it? Did you have some sort of, I don't know, premonition?
What? What the hell are you talking about? You sounded like a crazy person the first time, too.
You talking about annoying stuff that you shouldn't isn't sounding crazy at all, right? Then you haven't.
Seriously, Sigma, are you okay? I think there's something wrong with you.
Probably, yeah. It's a protagonist in this game, so yes. This was wrong. I was supposed to be acting strange, not me. Instead, here she was asking if I was okay. But what if it wasn't just her? What if I was losing it too? I groaned. My head felt awful. It was like someone had thrown my brain in a food processor and hit puree. Well, somebody call iZombie.
1 minute remains until Ambidex game polling closes.
Yeah, well, I guess we're sitting it out and pressing LA. Or
Hey,
letting the
it's
game
almost
press
time.
LA.
What are you gonna pick? If you aren't going to do it, then
No, I'm fine. I'll do it.
You're gonna choose betray, right?
No. No. I mean, yeah. Don't worry about it.
Alright.
I'm gonna betray you.
Take it away.
30 seconds remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
I stood in front of the selection screen and took a deep breath. This was it. I've run over my options one last time. There was only one possible choice. Eli, is currently chosen. Yeah, okay. Eli! Vote has been recorded. Please wait.
Round 1 of the Ambidex game has been completed. Results will be displayed in the warehouse. Thank you for your participation. Ambidex gates now opening.
Well, as Fi and I stepped out of the AB room, I could see the others running towards the projection, shoving and pushing to get closer.
What the hell were you thinking? Did you hear anything I said?
Sorry, Fi. Yeah, I was. And yeah, I did.
Then?
Well, I want to believe in Alice.
It's not really a rational decision.
You know.
Yo, what's up?
Oh, couldn't they have chosen someone else? A different mascot? A different Zero?
Siggy! I know! over there. We're about to announce the results.
Let's go. We'll find out if you made the right choice.
Alright. Shouldn't they just be able to look at their watch and see if
Good.
their choice was alright?
Looks like you're all here.
Finally, let's get ready to rock!
Get to it.
Next game!
My bunny.
Round 1!
Could you just hurry up and get to the results?
If everybody would please direct their eyes to this monitor.
Yeah.
Here are the results from your game. Now, let us check the numbers on our bracelets.
Hey, Alice. What the hell is this?
Excuse me? I just made the most rational choice. The best way to minimize risk and maximize reward in this situation is to choose betray. Anyone who thinks otherwise is, well, an idiot.
Why? Why did you do it?
I could ask you the same question. Why did you do something as stupid as choose ally?
Why? Haven't you heard of the prisoner's dilemma? The best solution is for all of us to choose ally.
Oh, really? All of us, huh? Kay and Clover chose betray too, you know. Yes. I know about the prisoner's dilemma. But everyone picking ally isn't a reasonable outcome. Just look at the results for this round. What do they tell you? You're a pretty tender-hearted guy to trust somebody you've just met. Well, maybe tender-headed would be a little more appropriate in this case. Oh,
what?
Was that upsetting? My apologies. I'm only trying to warn you.
Alice is right. You made a stupid choice. And thanks to you, our BP is down to 1 now.
Yeah, well, that leaves us one choice next round. Betray. I set my jaw and stomped away from Alice and Fine. My hands had balled themselves into fists, but my throat was tight and my eyes stung. Why? Why had she done it? Hawk, Dio, and Luna's group, on the other hand, seemed calm, almost happy.
Thank you. I'm so happy you chose ally.
No problem.
Well, to tell you the truth, Mr. Dio wanted to pick betray.
What?
Hey!
Mr. Dio told me to pick betray so that we could get 3 points. He said we could escape together. If we betrayed you, then we'd have 6 BP. And then if we betrayed someone in the next round, we'd have 9.
Oh, Dio, is this true?
No, that's not what happened at all.
Kidding! I lied. That was a joke. Mr. Dio would never do something like that.
It was a joke?
Yeah. Man, you really had me going there.
I really surprised you, huh?
So you really were planning to choose ally all along?
No.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Don't worry about it. We only did what anybody else would do.
But it sure seems like Quark is actually the one that wanted to choose betray, and Theo is the one like, no, we can't. Not a pretty lady like, what's your name again? Wow. I've been playing this game for what now? 6 hours, and I cannot for the life of me remember any of the names. Shows you how much investment I have in these characters.
Right, Mr. Dio?
I don't know. They did something wrong in this second game. I am not liking any of the characters.
Yeah. exactly.
I understand. Guess I just haven't had enough time to earn your trust, huh?
I suppose you could say that. I just didn't really expect you to be so nice about it.
Looks like there had been some sort of argument between K, Clove and Tenmyoji, although whatever it was seemed to have resolved itself amicably.
Zero, when does the next round start?
Now.
What makes you think we'll be having another round?
Well, you said round 1. If there's a round 1, then there's likely a round 2.
Besides, didn't you say the goal of the AB game was to get 9 BP? That's impossible without a second round.
Yeah, I guess you got a point. You're right. There will be a second round.
When?
I don't know.
Why not?
The voting happens when an AB gate opens.
They're already open.
Right, you are. So, let me just close them.
The Ambidex gates have closed. Round 2 of the Ambidex game will be the Moon round. Moon cards will be required to open the gates.
Moon cards? Does that mean we can't use these cards anymore since they've got suns on them?
Yes, indeedy. Now, you'll have to look for cards with moons on them.
Yay.
So, how many times do we play the AB game?
I don't know.
Until someone
As many
reaches
times as you
9.
need to. It's anybody's guess how long it'll go. But I plan on keeping this party going until somebody opens the number 9 door.
So it's over when someone gets 9 BP.
No. As long as that person doesn't open the number 9 door, the game goes on.
Of course, you could also get stuck just below 9 BP, where every bunny just keeps going back and forth, bunny losing points. After all, if there's no bunny with 9 BP, the door can't open. If that happens, you'll just have to continue on to round 3, and round 4, and round 5. Round 100, round 2000, you might even go all the way up to round 24,9,004,897. Although, I really, really hope it doesn't come to that.
Does anybody like this bunny? Hey, can I ask you something?
I don't know, can you?
There's rules about who can go into the secondary doors, right? Like, you have to have 3 people exactly.
Yeah? So?
Well, what about the number 9 door? Are the rules the same?
Nope. There aren't any rules about how many people can go through that door. It could be 1 person, or 2 people, or even all 9 of you. There is one thing to see. All that stuff about how you have to have 3 people to go through the secondary chromatic doors. Maybe it's not 100% true.
But what do you mean?
Well, you can open the door with just 1 or 2 people if you want.
That's not what you told us.
Well, I didn't want to make things complicated.
Then explain it now.
Just use the bracelets.
What? How?
There's a sort of scanner between the 2 doors. It checks to see if the right people are going through. But that doesn't necessarily mean it's scanning the people.
So, it's scanning the bracelets then?
Ding ding ding! As long as the scanner sees the right combination of bracelets, it doesn't matter how many people there are!
But wait, hold on a minute. Do these things even come off?
Oh, yes!
When you're
They
dead.
do indeed.
Then how do I take it off?
Well,
You have to do it
there's two
first.
ways. The first is to get through the number 9 door and escape. As soon as you're out, the bracelet unlocks all by itself.
What's the second way? Hey, Zero, wake up, will ya? What's the second way?
Oh, Theo. I think you already know.
What?
Do you really want to get rid of that bracelet?
Of course I do!
Oh, well, I see. It's easy. Nothing to it, really.
You die.
Hey, I'm super shocked.
Here's an exciting fact. Your heart creates a bunch of faint electrical impulses. You know what an electrocardiogram is, right?
Yes.
Technically, it's a machine that graphs the electric current flowing across the myocardium, but you probably know it as the thing in the hospital with the little light that goes beep, 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 beep. When someone dies on a TV show. Anyway, the point is that you can detect the electricity that your heart makes by pumping blood. Your fancy little bracelets pick up on that. They're always watching. So, when that signal goes away...
The lock on the bracelet releases, right?
Yep. So there you go. The second way. Your heart stops. Your bracelet comes off. Apart from that, there's no other way to get the bracelets off.
You know, I kind of hope somebody gets a heart attack in this round and they get to resuscitate them, but the bracelet comes off. But it has to be a solo player, so I guess Tenmyoji. He was solo, right? I hope so. Or was he paired with? No, Clover was paired with the machine, right? Oh well, I kind of wish it on Alice. As nice as she was about us choosing Ally.
If you try something harebrained, like trying to break them or something, you'll be disobeying the rules. I don't think I need to remind you what happens when you do that.
I'm gonna kill you, buddy? Right.
If you're lucky, you might get to see a few of them come off during the next round. Oops. I guess it's not gonna be very lucky for some of you, huh?
You know, I get that they have to explain the rules again
Next
for someone
round.
that might not have played the first game. But
What do you mean? Well, do I have to
it feels
explain
like they're
everything?
rehashing
Somebody might die
multiple
during the next
aspects
round of the AB game.
over and over again.
There.
Over-explaining stuff
If I had to guess,
that doesn't necessarily
I'd
need
say
to be
it's going
explained
to
in
be
that.
Tenmyoji. Or Siggy. Oh, or maybe Fido. Or maybe everyone.
What?
I guess I can tell you why. Anyone whose BP drops to 0 gets penalized, just like when you break the rules.
Like
I'm
this.
pretty sure I already told you what the penalty is.
You mean the needles in our bracelets are gonna activate and we'll die?
Correct, Siggy. Full marks.
So, Fi had been right. But how had she known before Zero told us? And yes,
I
I
see.
guess they have to build the mystery around this previous nonary game, since it is Zero the Third. We played with 0, 0. Zero the first. So there was a second game, which we skipped, but these characters seem to have played before. That's where their memories come from. Or their clones, or whatever. Something. So, yeah, I don't know. It just feels like they tried to make it more in depth, but just made it convoluted. Like, look at this flowchart. I looked it up and there are 28 endings. 28! Including 6 bad endings, 9 character endings, I don't know. So yeah, it's kind of, I don't know. Overall, I guess it's a bit shorter. Although we have like 2 puzzle rooms in between here, I guess, but yeah. The overall paths are shorter. But they drag on because this bunny is so unfunny that it's just a pain to sit through. And the characters are just unlikable.
Phi Sigma and I only have 1 BP. That means we'd have less than 0 if we lost 2 points.
Exactly, so our choices in the next round are obvious. We have to be the ones betraying our partner. I took a moment to go over everything in my head. The A-B game would continue until someone opened the number 9 door. There were no rules about how many people could or couldn't pass through the number 9 door. That meant it was possible for everyone to escape. The secondary chromatic doors could be opened by any number of people so long as you had the right bracelets. The bracelets would only unlock under 2 conditions: if you left the building or if your heart stopped. If your BP hit 0, the needles in your bracelet would activate, killing you.
Oh, one last thing.
What now? Any new old rooms?
The next set of chromatic doors you'll be going through are downstairs.
Yeah, we've seen them before.
You already saw them, right?
Yes.
There should have been 3. Red, blue, and green.
Yeah.
That means that to get through, you'll need bracelets in cyan, magenta, and yellow.
But wait! You've already got those bracelets! Have a look!
The color's changed, hasn't it?
It didn't change? I'm yellow now.
So am I.
Me too. It looks like the color wasn't the only thing that changed.
What do you mean?
Well, it looks like our groups have changed too. I was a solo last round, but now it says pair.
Wait, really? Mine still says solo.
It looks like Luna and I both changed. Although I've gone from solo to pair.
I'm the opposite. Mine went from pair to solo.
No change here. Still a pair.
Oh, how down he sounds.
I guess this must be magenta. Are you 2 magenta too?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Quark, Clover, and I are cyan.
I think Mr. K and I are pairs. And Miss Clover is a solo?
Looks like it.
When did they change?
Back when the AB gates closed. As soon as the gates close, your colors get all shuffled up automatically.
Yay.
So pair and solo assignments hop around a bit too.
Yay.
And of course, it's totally random. No rules or anything.
Right.
Now, of that explained, I must bid you adieu. Sadly, we may never meet again.
What?
Well, there's not
Thankfully.
really anything for me to facilitate anymore. I mean, you guys are good from here, right? I'll never see you guys again. Did you really think I was gonna cry?
Oh.
Nah, 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 nah. Suckers! As if I'd cry over you dummies!
What the? You fucking dick. You only realize now, Sigma?
Anyway, good luck. I may be gone, but I'm always watching. Maybe
Don't care.
I'll see you again someday. Have a nice tragedy.
That little piece of shit. If I could just get my hands on that little fucker, I'd squeeze him till he popped.
Thank you. That sounds gross. I don't really want to think about that.
So what
So what?
happens now?
We
We've
go
still got a
downstairs.
while until the chromatic doors open.
Yeah, looks like about 42 minutes.
We should go and see if we can find any other exits. Maybe there's a vent or a disposal chute or something. If there's a chance Zero missed something.
I concur. There's no point in standing around. We lose nothing by looking, and if we find nothing, we can always return and go through the chromatic doors.
Let's split up. 5 minutes would give us a good half hour or so. Let's meet in front of the chromatic doors 5 minutes before they open then. Any objections?
And then, after some nods and mumbling, they split up and moved off to investigate. I was the only person who stayed behind. Damn, how the hell did I end up here? Why? Why me? Try as I might, I couldn't think of anything I'd done that could have landed me in Zero's game. I hadn't pissed anyone off, at least not this bad. I didn't owe anybody money and my family certainly wasn't rich. If anyone was hoping to get a fat ransom payout for me, they were going to be very disappointed. Obviously, I wasn't some kind of genius, nor was I an Olympic athlete, and I certainly hadn't been chosen by God to fulfill some great purpose on his earth. Are you sure Truckun didn't hit you? Well, at least if I was, I didn't know yet. Had I started to fight with a frightening and mysterious new religion? No. Had I hacked into some terrorist group's server? No. Had I witnessed an assassination? No. Had I gotten wasted and had a one-night stand with the mistress of a prominent politician? Well, yes. But it was just the one time. And she was the one who went after me. Right. Anyway, I was just an ordinary college student. My dude, you look nothing like a college student. What are you talking about? If there was a reason I'd been abducted and put in the nunnery games, I sure couldn't see it. Why was this happening to me? I thought back to what I'd been doing right before I was taken. The memories were still a little blurry, but they were there. December 25th, 2028. Early morning, California desert. The moon was beautiful. I just finished writing a paper due that day and was heading to my car from the research building. The parking lot was empty, and a bright moon cast sharp shadows across the chilly pavement. The last time I'd looked at the clock, it had said it was 2 in the morning, which meant that today was Christmas Day. So why was I at school typing away feverishly on Christmas? There were 3 reasons. First, my home computer had suddenly decided to eat shit. When I hit the power button, I just got nothing. I didn't have the time to spend all night troubleshooting the stupid thing, so I headed back to campus to use one of the school machines. Second, the professor in charge of my research group was a Buddhist. Christmas didn't appear to have any sort of significance to him, and part of me couldn't shake the thought that he was trying to make some kind of point. Third, my girlfriend had broken up with me a week ago. I'm sorry. I don't think we should see each other anymore. Goodbye. All I'd got was that one cold email. Try as I might, I couldn't even get in touch with her. Of course, that meant I wouldn't be attending the party we'd been planning on going to. Somehow, I didn't think drinking by myself around a bunch of happy couples would really be a good idea. At any rate, I'd stayed up all night to finish my paper and emailed it off to my professor before the sun began to rise. As I walked across the parking lot, I felt light. Perhaps it was the relief of finishing my paper, or perhaps it was the 5 energy drinks I chucked to stay awake. Perhaps it was both. Seriously, how does this look like a college student? He looks like he's in his 30s. But okay. I slid into my car and stuck the key into the ignition. After only 2 tries, I twisted the key. Nothing happened. Huh. I juggled the key in the slot and tried again. And again. And again. On the 5th try, the engine had an odd creaking noise. It made an odd creaking noise, like metal on metal, and fell silent. God damn it. That sounded nothing like metal on metal, but sure, if you say so. Maybe I'm misremembering the sound of metal on metal. Who knows? You stupid piece of shit. I screamed and pounded on the steering wheel, but nothing worked. The console was about to get a visit from my fist when... Huh? What? What the hell is... Why is my car smoking? I clawed at the door, and for a moment I thought that it was just my panic and lack of sleep that were keeping me from opening it. It wasn't long before I realized the truth. Shit. Open, goddammit! What was going on? My mind was racing, trying desperately to puzzle out what was happening through a haze of fear and caffeine-fueled neuron misfires. Dude, use your elbow and knock a window out or something. Yes, I know you're in a panic and you're not thinking rationally. But I don't know, you have to have something going on in your brain to make you realize the best way out is out the window. That was when I saw just a glimpse of the rearview mirror, but I was certain there was someone behind my car. I spun around as fast as a very tired college student sitting in a car can. Who's there? My vision started to swim as the smoke filled the car. The more of it I inhaled, the heavier my body felt, and I could already feel the world starting to go dark. The last of my strength failed and I collapsed sideways into the passenger seat. My eyes slowly drooped, closed. When they opened again, I was in the AB room with Phi. Why is this happening to me? I spent a few minutes wallowing in misery. I figured I deserved at least a little self-pity. But even I knew that brooding and whining wasn't going to get me anywhere. Like Kay had said, we needed to at least try and find another way out. So I shook my head and had to clear it, stood up straight and headed off. Does it matter? Let's look at the other rooms, I guess. Lounge.
Oh, hey Sigma.
Hi there.
Can I get you a seat?
Are you some kind of waitress?
What do you want?
What do you mean, what do I want? I just came here to check up on you guys. Oh, this is the lounge, huh? A bar, a sofa, and 3 ladies. I feel like I'm in the VIP room. Sigma, we're out of here right now. I don't want to deal with you right now.
Can I get you a drink?
Oh, please just throw him out the door. You better not be underage.
I turned 21 just the other day.
Right. I see. Well, I guess we could probably have a drink or two then. Unfortunately, as much fun as that sounds like, I don't think it's a very good idea.
Why not?
This isn't really a good time to be getting wasted.
Really? It seems like this sort of thing is exactly what makes people want to drink in the first place.
You've got a point.
Sigma?
I'm just kidding. Besides, I've got a headache. Drinking is probably not the best plan.
It hasn't gone away yet?
Well, it was fine for a while, but now I guess the bastard's back.
Are you alright?
Yeah. Sigma's fine. Don't you worry. Yeah, I'm sure if I just leave it alone, it'll go away in a bit. That's how it went before, anyway. Has this been happening to anyone else?
What? The headaches?
Uh-huh.
Now that you mention it, yeah, I did get one a bit ago. I feel fine now, though.
What about you, Luna?
You know, I think I did have a bit of a headache earlier.
What?
Not me. No headaches here.
Yeah, your brain seems kind of empty.
Well,
Well, what?
it's hard to explain. I just feel kind of weird.
Uh-huh.
Your head feels weird? No, my body feels weird. Like my whole body.
Do you feel kind of numb? I think I've got the same thing. It's kind of like when you fall asleep on top of one of your arms, and then when you wake up, that arm is kind of feels like it's not really yours anymore. It's not just my arm though. My whole body feels kind of numb and foreign.
I don't know. I guess it's kind of like that, but... Oh, if that's what you're talking about, then yeah, I know what you mean.
Really?
It's kind of like my body isn't really mine. I'm sort of floating. Like that?
Yeah. Exactly.
Maybe it's because of the anesthetic gas.
That should be wearing off though. It seems to be getting worse, no? The what? No.
It might have looked like white smoke. The stuff they used when they abducted you.
Oh, yeah, right.
It seems like we were unconscious for a long time, so it must have been pretty powerful stuff.
I think this might be some kind of side effect.
Well, it could be a side effect, or it could be that it just hasn't worn off completely yet. Whatever. That's not important. Right now we need to figure out how to get out of here.
Alright, so I'll go have a look somewhere else then. You guys going to stick around here?
Yeah. Haven't really taken a good look at everything yet.
Okay. Catch you later then. I waved goodbye and headed toward the exit. Where to next? Infirmary, I guess. Whee! Hello there. Who's in here? No one? So, this is the infirmary, huh?
Oh, Sigma.
Alice.
What's up with your face? You look like you just saw a roach. Are you still angry?
My dude, my lady, you could have, I don't know, voiced your opinion in a different way and not said only idiots would choose ally? Sure, it would make you get to your goal faster, but if your opponent also chose betray, you would have gotten nothing out of it. So I don't see how that is the most rational choice. Sure, if you're lucky and your opponent chooses ally instead of betray, you get 3 points instead of 0. Or just 2 of you were also going for ally. But I don't know. I would still go for ally. Sure, now I'm forced to go betray, because otherwise I'm done for, unless I know for sure that my opponent would choose ally. But you know what? If I can, I'm gonna try to go through the door with Alice again, so I know that she will choose betray for sure. Betray her. To give her the medicine she deserves. Of course I am. I'm teetering on the brink of the abyss, thanks to
I
you.
didn't have a choice.
You had a choice between ally and betray.
I'm just trying to get out of here like we all are.
Right. And that's enough to justify screwing someone else over.
That's not what I meant, and you know it.
What did you mean then?
If I'd known for sure that you were going to choose ally, then I would have chosen ally too.
Right, as if, my darling, as if.
Easy for you to say that now.
What? Am I such a horrible person for wanting to get out of here? I have to get out of here. There's so many things I still want to do.
Like what?
Well, let's see. I want to wear lots of gorgeous clothes. I want to eat tons of delicious food and fall in love.
Hey, Erica, how you doing?
What an idiot.
Thanks, Tenmyoji.
Excuse me?
And I was going to take your side, but after that load of horse shit, you're on your own.
Ugh. Look. Let me try this again. I'm frustrated.
So is the rest of this group.
But there really is something important I have to do.
Which is?
Avenge my father's murder.
Right.
That's what I have to do.
Alright. What happened to him? Could you elaborate on that?
No, I couldn't. This isn't the kind of thing I should be telling people I don't even know.
Definitely, for sure. She's not allowed to bend in any way. Otherwise, well, by monetization, not that I have any, but I'm doing alright as well. I spend my day lazing around, catching up on some videos and games I've missed or didn't get to yet, so I had a unproductive but fun day. Fine, just tell me one thing. Does your father's murder have anything to do with us being trapped here?
I have no idea. As to why you're here, your guess is as good as mine. But it's possible that his death is connected to my abduction.
Meaning?
I was on their trail. I was tracking down the people who killed him.
How close were you?
I can't say. But it's possible that I was getting close enough that they decided something had to be done with me.
But I have to say, her boob physics are definitely interesting. They should be, in my eyes, sagging more, unless she has some fillings in there to stabilize all of this. But who knows? Maybe they're naturally firm. Are you a detective?
Well, I wouldn't really say I'm a detective.
But
not a bad guess, though.
Alright.
Why are you guys looking at me like that?
Well, I mean, you don't really have the detective look.
I didn't say I was a detective.
Then what are you? CIA?
No.
Fine, well, whatever you are, you don't look like one.
That's fine. In my line of work, the less I look like what I am, the better. Better I keep them guessing.
Right.
Hey, what's the deal with you and Clover?
True that. But I'm gonna guess she's in her 40s, and that means good on her. Of course, she could also be in her 20s, but judging on our character being a college student, looking in his late 30s, well, she has, like, face that's hard to place as to what her age is, but since she is a special agent, she's at least older than 20. Of some sort. Special agent of some sort. Yeah, I don't know. Good on her.
What's she got to do with anything?
Well, you know each other, right? I was thinking maybe you were related or worked together or something.
No.
Of course not.
She has nothing to do with my work. She's just a friend that I met somewhere.
Right. Where's somewhere?
In the middle of a desert.
A desert.
Yes. But that's an awfully long story. Wait, hold on. Why am I the only person getting the 3rd degree?
So Clover is the Clover from the first game. Did she change her hair color?
That doesn't seem fair to me.
And what happened to her big brother? Why is she here alone?
How about you guys give up a little personal information too?
I hate you. Is that enough information?
We'll start with you, Tenmyoji. Who are you?
Just a garbage collector.
Any ties to Zero?
None.
What's your relationship with Quark? You two know each other, right?
Do I have to answer that?
Well, if you really don't want to, it's not like I can force you.
No. And I apologize, but I don't have anything to say about that subject. I mean, it's not like you told us everything either.
I see. Very well, then. Dio, it's your turn. What's your profession?
Well, you're probably gonna think I'm full of shit, but I'm a circus ringleader.
Yeah, you look like it. A ringleader?
You're kidding.
Nope, I'm the real deal. I lead a company of about 50 people. We travel all over the world. It was my grandfather's grandfather who founded it, but my father died at a young age. I'm a 5th-generation ringleader. My old man was a trapeze artist. He tried to do this quadruple flip and missed. Well, I guess he wasn't really young. He was about 40. Still, he was pretty reckless for a guy that age. Always talking about how he couldn't let the kids show him up.
But if he's
He just took it too far.
I see.
Shouldn't there have been, you know, safety nets underneath the trapeze to make sure exactly that didn't happen? Especially if it's high up. Sure, there are some artists that are like, no, I don't want this. But then I have to say, hey, it's their own choice, it's their own fault. Nobody's to blame but themselves. So, sure, sad, but they died loving whatever they do. They died doing something they loved. So, I guess they were happy as long as it was quick enough. Now I have to think back on that high-rise climber who, well, fell to his death a couple weeks back. The last moments definitely weren't happy, but who knows? At least he was unconscious when he hit the ground. Happy times. Okay.
You lost your father too, then?
Yeah.
Why are we looking at these?
Guess I got a little sappy there. Anyway, point is, I don't have any damn idea how I'm connected to Zero. I got grabbed on the last night of one of our tour stops. I'd gone out to a couple bars and gotten shit-faced. On my way back to the caravan, this black van pulls up. Somebody grabs me and throws me inside. Before I can even get a look at them, they hit me with that gas and I'm out like a light. Next thing I know, I'm waking up in the AB room. Anyway, enough about me. We still haven't heard your story, Sigma. Who are you?
I told you guys the first time we met. Don't you remember? I was on my way home from school, and when I got into my car, this white gas started pouring out of everywhere.
Are you some kind of doctor?
Huh? No, I'm still working on my degree. I'm shooting for a PhD, but I'm not quite there
I
yet.
guess you've been working on that for quite a while, huh?
Yeah, I guess I have.
Can you think of anything that might connect you to any of this?
Believe me, I've thought about it, but I just keep drawing a blank.
What about Zero?
No idea.
Do any of the people here look familiar to you?
Nope. Well, that's kinda a lie. You're all strangers. Well, I guess I can't really say for sure about Kay since I haven't seen his face, I suppose. It's possible he's someone I know.
Just who is he anyway?
Until that amnesia clears up, I don't think we've got any way of knowing.
Oh, come on. You know he's full of shit.
You still don't believe him?
Of course not.
Okay, well, Kay is a bit of a mystery, but what about some of the others? Clover, for instance. What does she do?
I think she's a student. At night, she's a waitress or a bartender or something.
Right. What about Quark? Well, I guess he probably doesn't really have a job, huh? He's still in elementary school, right? Why is that funny?
It's nothing.
He's probably some kind of kid detective, the way he's acting.
Just forget about it. Yeah, you're right. A boy his age would be in elementary school.
Huh.
You really don't know much, do you? About Quark, I mean.
And if it makes you feel better, sure.
Well, I know a little about Luna.
What do you know?
I got her talking when we were in the infirmary. She says she's got some sort of medical license or something.
She's a nurse?
It could mean she's a doctor.
I don't know, she didn't say. Just going by how she looks, though, I'd guess nurse.
Don't judge a book by its cover.
That leaves us with Phi. She's the most mysterious to me. What does a girl like that do?
You've been around her the most, Sigma. She told you anything?
Look, I just don't know, alright? It's just kind of there.
Tricky. What do you want to do?
Like, I looked at you,
And I knew.
and some part of my brain just said, that's Sigma.
Nope, nothing in particular.
You sure?
Yeah. She's a real mystery, alright. I honestly know about as much as you do. So, basically nothing. I hadn't really realized it until I said it. I'd spent hours with Phi, and yet I knew nothing about her except her name. And I only had her word, and even that was the truth. Yeah, I doubt it. Who was she, really? The more I thought about it, the more suspicious she seemed. A fake detective, a waitress, a garbage collector, an elementary school kid, a nurse, and a circus ringleader, plus 2 total mysteries. What do we all have in common? I don't think Zero would just grab a bunch of people randomly.
There's no point to talking about this. We should just focus on getting out of here.
I agree.
I'm gonna go check on the others then.
Where do you plan on going?
What's all do you want? Well, the crew quarters are the only thing left. Sega. I think I'll head to the crew quarters.
I see. Right. Later, bro.
Later, dear. Okay. I headed out of the infirmary. Who's left? Okay. Work. Who else?
Oh, Sigma.
Oh, right. Only two.
Perfect timing.
You were in the crew quarters before, weren't you?
Yeah, that's right. Alice and I went through all the rooms.
Did you find anything suspicious?
Like a secret door or something?
If I had, you really think I wouldn't have told you?
Anything else out of the ordinary, perhaps?
Out of the ordinary? Huh.
What's this book?
Oh, that's a book. Meow.
A meowt?
Oh, sorry. It's just this thing that's happened to me ever since I was a kid. Whenever I start talking about cats, I just start talking like one. It doesn't really mean anything, though.
Okay.
That's weird.
Okay, Jackson, calm down. I hope.
So what's the cat book about?
Oh, well, there's this quantum physics thought experiment called Schrödinger's cat. This book talks about it.
Oh, yes, I've heard about that. A cat is put in a box with a device that has a random chance to release a poison which will kill the cat. That means the cat is both alive and dead until someone opens the box. Something like that, right?
Yeah. Meowby?
What?
I don't really know anything about it. I'm just telling you that what Fi told me.
So it probably isn't gonna give us any hints then.
Who could say?
Orc, you're doing it too.
Oops.
Well, what about you guys?
What do you mean?
You checked out the lounge with Clover and Temioji, and Quark was in the infirmary with Dio and Luna. Anything suspicious there?
Well, this whole facility is pretty suspicious, but I suppose that's not what you meant. Well, the puzzles in the lounge were lunar eclipse themed.
Lunar eclipse?
Yes. Apparently, there's supposed to be a lunar eclipse on December 31st, 2028. All the puzzles were related to that somehow.
Isn't that this New Year's Eve?
I suppose it is. Well, I can't say I know what year, or even what day it is, but Clover was saying something to that effect.
The 31st, huh? I'd been knocked out at dawn on the 25th, so the 31st would be 6 days after that. Lunar eclipse. Lunar eclipse. What did it have to do with any of this? Try as I might, I couldn't think of any way an eclipse could be connected to abductions. Well, it looked like your experiment took place on a moon. So, I don't know. Maybe that's the connection?
What about the infirmary, Quark? Did you find anything there?
Yeah, we did find something. Just one thing, though.
What was
Dio
it?
and Luna didn't tell you?
No.
Okay, I got it right here. Just a second.
Radical 6. Injection spreads. Cure continues to elude Authorities. Quark reached into his pocket and pulled out what appeared to be a newspaper clipping. My throat began to tighten as I read it. Radical 9 infection spreads. Cure continues to elude authorities. The Radical 9 virus continues to spread across the globe like a wildfire. Jackson! Come on. The WHO has... WHO has confirmed that the death toll is estimated to have passed 100,000 victims. Immediate quarantine of any infected patients is strongly advised. Is this for real?
It seems a little hard to believe.
If it really is some kind of pandemic, though, that sounds like a pretty big deal.
Yes, it does.
There hasn't been anything on the news, though. This is the first time I've even heard the term Radical 6.
If it is true, then I worry about what might be happening to the world outside. Is there a pandemic raging on the other side of these walls?
Clover's voice shattered the silence. What happened?
You guys!
What happened?
Hurry! You need to come with me!
What happened?
Has something happened?
Yes! I mean, sort of. I mean, we found something!
What did you find?
What did you find? It's horrible! It's really scary!
Why does she sound so happy, though? Horrible.
Oh, never mind! Just shut up and follow me! You'll understand when you see it.
Where is it?
It's right over here in the next room. Just follow me.
Didn't we go through that room to get here? Clover was first into the room, followed quickly by me, Kay, and Quark. She said nothing, just pointed out of the bed. The three of us crouched down and followed her finger. Here it was. What the hell is this?
I think it's a bomb.
Bomb? No way.
So, thank you, Sigma. Goodbye.
Bye-bye. Of course. It was the same bomb I'd seen in my vision. Then it hadn't been a hallucination. It had actually been a premonition?
We need to tell everybody! No, it's all right. Luna's out rounding them up. They should be here in just a few seconds.
Again, why does she sound so happy about this?
See?
Where is it? Where's this bomb?
No sooner had she spoken the words than the rest of our fellow captives appeared. Luna pushed through them and pointed at the bomb.
There! You see?
For several long moments, we just stared in silence. Slowly, we began to eye one another. Old suspicions suddenly reawakened. It was Phi who finally broke the silence.
Doesn't look like it has a timed detonator. There must be a remote somewhere.
You're right. It'll probably use an active button or a switch of some sort, not a dead man switch. If we can get it, we should be safe as long as we don't press the button.
Who was the first person to find this?
Me. And Luna. We found it while we were searching this room.
I thought you and Luna were in the lounge.
Well, yeah.
We looked all over, but we couldn't find anything there. So we gave up on the lounge and came here.
I can confirm that. I wanted to look around the lounge some more, so I stayed back. You guys must have found it when you got here then?
Yes.
How did you know it was a bomb?
Well, I mean, I could tell just by looking at it.
Right.
Why?
Well, during my train...
Yes. To continue, Clover.
Clover!
Clover's eyes widened and she claps her hands over her mouth.
Anyway, this is definitely a bomb. I guarantee it.
How do you know?
I just do, okay?
You sounded pretty sure about the switch, too. How do you know all this?
Let's just say it's an occupational hazard.
What kind of occupation do you have?
I can't tell you that.
Spare me the bullshit.
Oh, she can't tell you, otherwise she'll have to kill you. Oh, oops, she almost did.
This isn't time for keeping secrets.
Please, just trust me. Look, I know I'm repeating myself, but I'm sure that's a bomb.
It's not like this game loves to repeat itself, so don't worry, Alice. Repeating yourself is not a crime.
And it's not just any kind of bomb. It's an antimatter bomb.
Sure.
Antimatter?
What?
Wait, you mean a bomb that uses annihilation energy?
Oh, you know what that is? Anyway, yes, you're right.
What's annihilation?
I would have thought you'd know.
Huh? Why?
Well, your name is Quark. You do know what that means, right?
Yeah. Grandpa told me about it. He said it's an elementary particle, one of the smallest bits of matter, but I don't really know anything else.
I see. Can you explain it to him, Tenmyoji?
Me?
Well, you know him best. I thought you could explain it best.
Let me think. I don't know. It's hard to think of a way to explain it in simple terms.
You want me to do it?
Yes, please.
Phi nodded and turned to Quark.
Okay. To begin with, we usually refer to bits of matter as particles, but there are also these things called antiparticles. For example, an electron is a particle with a negative charge. It has a sort of opposite, which is the antiparticle called the positron. It has a positive charge instead of a negative one, like the electron. So, protons have antiprotons and neutrons have antineutrons. Antimatter is a general term that covers all the antiparticles. The thing that's interesting about antimatter is that because it's the opposite of normal matter, when they collide, they both sort of cancel each other out. When they cancel each other out, though, it releases a whole bunch of energy. That process is called annihilation. So, an antimatter bomb is a bomb that uses annihilation energy.
Not sure if that was
Sorry.
differently.
I don't really get it.
Oh.
Thought so.
All right, how about this? You've got men and women, right? They're kind of like complete opposites. What happens when you put them together? Well, if there were, quantum men and women, then when you put them together, they disappear. Because their opposite elements cancel each other out. Like when a plus cancels out a minus, you get zero.
Better.
That's annihilation. But when you get annihilation, you also get...
I know! A baby!
Exactly. In this case, the baby you get is the energy from the annihilation. It's not a real baby, of course, but like a baby, it's got all sorts of potential to do amazing things.
That's kind of a strange explanation.
You followed it, though, right?
Yeah!
Yeah, but that thing under the bed isn't going to be making a baby. Just how big of a...
Baby.
Just how big of an explosion are we gonna get here?
It's pretty simple, actually. Just use Einstein's E equals mc squared. The mass lost during annihilation will be converted to energy, so
So you would take the total mass of matter and antimatter and multiply it by the speed of light squared. That should get you the amount of energy.
For example, let's say that it has 350 milligrams of antimatter. That would mean there would also be 350 milligrams of matter, right?
So you'd have 700 milligrams total.
Yes. That means annihilation would produce roughly 63 trillion joules.
63 trillion joules?
That's about as much energy as the Hiroshima bomb.
What the? You've got to be kidding me. But there's only 350 milligrams of stuff in there.
Well, technically it's 700 milligrams since you have the matter and the antimatter.
That's not the point. We're talking about something that weighs less than a gram being equal to a bomb that weighed like 10,000 pounds.
Don't get so excited. I think I know what kind of bomb this is. It's probably using antihydrogen. There should only be about 25 micrograms of material in there.
That's less than 1,000th of a gram. So you'd only get about 45 billion joules of energy, right?
What does that mean?
About as much explosive power as 1 ton of TNT.
A ton?
Yes. Well, approximately.
And how exactly should I not worry about that? That's enough to blow up a 10-story building!
True. But it's a lot less powerful than an atomic bomb. We don't know how big this place is. If we can get far enough away from the bomb, we might have a chance of survival.
Perhaps, but how do we know this is the only bomb?
What do you mean?
Look at it carefully. It's got a number 3. Do you see it?
Yeah, you're right.
If the bombs are numbered,
then there could be a number 2 bomb or number 1 bomb out there, huh?
yes. There's no way to know if this is the final bomb either. There could be a 4th, or a 5th, or...
Anyway, we can't just sit here and do nothing. We should move it. Somewhere.
Theo stepped forward and reached for the bomb. Yeah, I would stop him as well there. I do not know if you move it, you actually activate it. So
Don't touch it!
Good call there. Alice grabbed Theo by the wrist and jerked him away from the bed.
What the hell do you think you're doing? Have you got a death wish or something? This bomb is here because somebody planted it. Do you really think they didn't rig it to go off if some idiot tried to move it?
Well, then what the fuck are we supposed to do?
We'll just have to leave it be for now. Until we can find the detonator or figure out how to turn it off.
Then you're telling us we should just prance off and ignore the incredibly deadly bomb that is probably gonna kill us all?
There's not much else we can do.
Do you know how to turn it off?
Well, there is a way.
Then spill the beans, lady. How do we turn the damn thing off?
There should be an emergency deactivation password. If you enter that password, the device should, well, deactivate.
So we just need to get this password.
Yes, that's right.
But there's no keyboard or anything on the bomb.
Look again. You see it? Right here. There's a port. If we can find the password input device, we just connect it here. Then we can enter the password.
Who would do something like this?
I have no idea. But we can figure out when they did it. When you and I searched this room, we didn't find anything, right? So that means the bomb must have been planted after we'd left.
After we left, huh? But when we went and checked the chromatic doors, we were all there. And after that, we've all been around other people. There's no way anyone could have snuck off to plant it.
I don't know about that. After we finished the AB game, we all split up. But if someone planted it right before then...
What do you mean?
Oh, yeah. You don't know, do you? Before we went off to the 3 rooms, we searched the hallway. Everybody was all split up.
Yeah. Anyone could have come by here then. It would have been easy to sneak away.
You know, I don't remember seeing you around, Sigma. What were you doing?
Well, I was, wallowing self-pity. I was just kind of deep in thought, I guess. Stayed behind in the warehouse when you guys went off. Yeah, nobody believes us, alright. Hey, why are you guys giving me that look? You don't think I planted it, do you?
I never said that.
No, of course not. Not out loud, you didn't. You've got to be kidding me. I don't know anything about this bomb.
Really? Are you sure?
Yes.
Back when we were in the AB room, you said you saw the moment when the bomb exploded.
That was, just, I could hardly say premonition. If they didn't think it was the worst lie on the planet, they'd think I was insane. Yeah, get on with it. Wait. This doesn't make any sense. According to Tenmyoji, any one of us could have been in here. Why am I the only one who's under suspicion? Also, there's no way to know the culprit here is actually one of us. Maybe there's someone else in here, and they set up the...
Impossible. There's no way that would get past Zero. And there's no way Zero would let anybody do something that would get in the way of the game going forward.
Unless it's Zero's master?
What?
When you say Zero, you mean the AI, right?
Of course.
This is confusing. From now on, let's refer to the real Zero, the one behind all of this, as Zero Senior. Which would, of course, make the AI Zero Junior.
Okay, fine with me. Anyway, whichever one it is, they're not going to let a 10th person in, there's no way.
But what if the 10th person is Zero Senior?
I don't think it could be.
Why not?
Well, Zero Junior said so. He said that the real Zero was one of us.
Fine, Clover, we're right. There couldn't be a 10th guest. And Zero Senior was, without a doubt, one of us. But if that was the case, then could Zero Senior have planted the bomb? If not, then who had? Alice? Dio? Luna? Kay? Clover? Tenmyoji? Bye. Oh. It seemed insane, but could it have been Quark? No. Why would Zero Senior have gone to all the trouble of setting a bomb? To make this game more exciting? To make it seem more dangerous? No. It didn't fit at all. But if that was the case, then the person who planted the bomb was someone other than Zero Senior.
Oh no!
Oh no, what?
This is bad!
What is?
Press the buttons on your bracelet!
Oh shit. Is this for real?
We've only got 4 minutes until the chromatic doors open!
Let's go then.
You're right. This bomb thing is gonna have to wait until later.
Alright, come on everybody. Run, little bunny. 4 minutes to go down there. Okay.
Chromatic doors have opened. 5 minutes remain until chromatic doors close.
The doors have opened.
We need to figure out who's going where and fast.
So our options this time are,
We don't have time to wait for you to figure it out. Just pay attention. I'm only gonna say this once.
I laid out our options. Option A. So where are we? There. Would be with Clover. Where's Alice? If we went for blue again, we would be with Alice. Perfect. Luna and I, yellow pair up with Clover, cyan, to open the green door. Then Myoji and Dio, magenta, pair up with Alice, yellow, to open the red door. Hay and Cork, cyan, pair up with Phi, magenta, to open the blue door. Option B, Luna and I, yellow, pair up with Phi, magenta, to open the red door. Then Myoji and Theo, magenta, pair up with Clover, cyan, to open the blue door. In Quark, cyan, pair up with Alice, yellow, to open the green door. Option C, Luna and I, yellow, pair up with Alice, yellow, to open the blue door. Then Myoji and Dio, magenta, pair up with Phi, magenta, to open the green door. And K and Quark, cyan, pair up with Clover, cyan, to open the red door.
3 minutes remain until chromatic doors close.
Okay, how are we going to
We need
do
a
this?
system here, or we'll never have time to argue it out. Why don't we let the people who are at the most disadvantage right now decide? The
what?
people who only have 1 BP.
Oh, so that would be me, you, and Tenmyoji.
No way. I refuse.
Well, then what would you
We'll
suggest?
be fair and take a vote.
A vote? So we all just like raise our hand for the option we want.
Exactly.
So which one do you want, Alice?
Option C. I want to go with Sigma and Luna.
Oh, pick something else.
My. Looks like you're not so fond of me anymore. Do you agree with him, Luna?
I'll just let Sigma decide.
Why can't they ever choose for themselves?
Fine.
I'd like option C too. Clover and I were a pair for the first round, so I feel that I can trust her. What about you, Quark?
That's fine with me.
So that's 3 votes for option C, counting mine. How about the rest of you?
I'd like to pair up with Sigma and Luna too.
So option B then. I'd like to go with Phi. You good with that, Luna?
I'm sure. I really don't mind.
Then we've got 3 votes for option B.
I'd like to go with option A.
You want to pair up with Alice? You're strange stuff.
How about you, Tenmyoji?
I don't mind going with option A.
1 minute remains until chromatic.
So 2 votes for A and 3 votes for B and C. And if Clover's vote doesn't decide this thing, we're gonna have to figure something else out.
Which one do you want, Clover?
I want to go with option C. Quark chose Ally in the first round, and I was with K in the first round.
Then that's what we're doing.
Option C had won 4 votes. We were almost out of time and I didn't exactly have a convincing argument. I was going to have to go with the majority.
10 seconds. 9, 8, 7.
The
Could you
doors are
get
closing.
through it?
Let's go!
Come on, Luna. Hurry up. We've got to get to the blue door.
Right.
Luna, Alice and I dashed towards the blue door. I looked over my shoulder in time to see the others disappearing into their doors. Clover, Quark and K had ended up with the red door, and fight Dio and Tenmyoji and come to the green door.
2, 1,
Yeah, shut up.
0. Chromatic door.
No, What's a mushroom over there? Huh? There are 3 doors here.
It looks like they're all locked, though.
No, one seems open.
Does that mean this is just a dead end?
Well, there's a weird lever thing over here.
Try pulling it.
How about you try pulling it?
Hey, what's with all this hostility? Are you still mad about the last AB game?
Woman, I don't mind you choosing betray, but you could have, as I said before, chosen your words differently. Because no, choosing betray is not the most logical conclusion or rational choice. Of course I am.
Please don't fight. We need to work together, or we're really going to be in trouble. Please? Very well. I'll pull the lever then. Is that okay?
Sure.
Yeah, go right ahead. See if I care.
Why are you so salty now, Alice? Be guarded. One of the doors open.
But only one. I wonder how you open the other ones.
Who cares? We should get moving.
Why do I not like these characters? Well, the answer is clear, but seriously, are we supposed to guard it? No. What is this place? I would love to stay here. Oh, don't tell me we somehow managed to get outside. Dude. Sigma. Use your brain.
I doubt it. Look up. There's a ceiling up there.
Yeah, remember the door said be guarded or something. What's a be guarded?
It probably stands for something. Maybe beautiful?
No.
This feels like a whole other little world.
Like an oasis in the middle of all this metal.
I feel kind of weird saying this, considering where we are, but this place feels so liberating. All of this green. It's wonderful.
It's huge, though. We'll wear ourselves ragged trying to search the whole thing.
This must be the exit. Damn. Well, so much for this being easy. It's locked.
We should split up and look around.
Agreed.
Not that it ever helped in any of the other rooms or games before. And Sigma still has to do everything. Well, let's get to it then. Pick a way out. I guess I can be thankful that I do not have to save the people from the other rooms. We're going to have to cross the water to get over there. Please be careful. If you slip, you could fall into the stream. Hitting the blue arrow will move you from the current area to an adjacent one. Yeah, then let me move. What do we have here? Does it do anything? 3 red buttons on the panel. Do nothing. Push them, but nothing happened. Do you think they're broken? Maybe you just need to press them in a specific order. With a key. Something next to my foot. Bronze key. Copper key. Probably goes in a keyhole. I mean, what else do you do with a key? Nor did I don't know. Paprika. No, that's a pepper. Probably a bell pepper. Paprika is what you call the spice you make from them. No, if we're talking German, no. We're calling this paprika. And the spice is also called paprika. No. But now I guess I might be able to remember. But probably not. Aha. Why is it split in half? I'm not sure. Wait, is there something in there? Oh, yeah. Let me take a look. Like this. Yellow coin, okay. Can we take the pepper? This is where I found the yellow coin. The coin was inside this pepper, right? There are things in the other vegetables too. Okay. So you want me to check the tomatoes? Someone has grown tomato vines on these stakes. Each vine has several red tomatoes hanging off of it. Leaves sprouting out of the ground there. They look like onions. Okay. Cucumbers. Nothing? Okay, maybe if we choose the shovel. Oops. Oh. Can I use the shovel on you? No? It's just a flower pot. There's nothing special about it at all. Wait. Don't people usually hide their house keys under a flower pot or in the mailbox? They do? Just trust me. I'm sure there's something under there. Oh, would you look at that? A silver key. A large Japanese self-cover tree. No. So we have to move along. What is this? Looks like there's some sort of tile mosaic on the bottom of the pond. A lion. And now that you're saying it, yeah. What is this? It looks like a lion, alright. Metal detector. Ah, okay. I guess. Tutoir égaux. It looks like a tombstone. So the people buried here are Mr. Toufois and Mr. Egoeris? No. Wait. Well, that's what it says. Toufois Egoeris. That's an epitaph. Something that they feel represents them. Or just a phrase they liked. What does it mean? It's me. Any ideas, Luna? It looks like it's Latin, but I don't know what it means either. I feel like I should know this. Let me ask a Google. Ich denke, also bin ich... Right? What do I do? What does this say? No? Okay. I was you. You will be me. Apparently. Yeah. Okay. It's been a while since I had Latin. Did you see? It looks like there's a keyhole down there. near the bottom. You're right. Yeah, I was trying to use my key there. Let's see if the key I got works. Nope, no, not. I think this key is for this key. Oh, yeah, well, let's try the bronze key then. Oh, why don't we? Nope, of course not. It would be too easy after all. Okay, now metal detectors. Wrong way around. What's with this bench? Looks like there's just enough room for 2 on this bench. Why are you looking at me? Oh, no reason. Sigma, could you stop thirsting after everything? A white flower with green leaves. It's a skunk cabbage. The white flower part is actually a leaf. Okay, can I use the metal detector on it? No. Can I use the metal detector on this? Is it even on? Oops, summon it. It's a metal detector. It's pretty much what it says on the tin. You use it to detect metal. What sort of range do you think it has? It depends on the amount of metal. Large objects can be detected even if they're several meters underground. That's amazing. But what about small things, like a ring or screw? Yeah, unfortunately sometimes you can't find that sort of thing even if it's only a few centimeters underground. Oh, so you need to be pretty close to it for the metal detector to work then. Oh. Then go closer. Metal rod. I feel like I need to put the keys in there. Since I do be looking strange. Combine that. Guess not. Do you want the coin? No? Alright. Aren't you guys tired? Why don't we rest on this bench for a while? The water from the waterfall splashes all over it though. This city won't, our butts get wet? Are you kidding me? Oh, that's so grenade. What are you guys worrying about? Can't see anything from here. Yeah, let's go closer. We have here. One thing that'll fit. You need something that's the right shape to fit in that hole. Oh shoot, I thought it looked like it was about the right size. No. I was just clicking on it to check on it in general, but well. There is a circular indentation in this panel. And there are 2 fan-shaped holes inside of it. Look carefully. Those fans are connected. Looks like a butterfly. Oh, okay. You say so. There's a red spotted mushroom growing in the shadow of this tree. Oh. Well, I guess he understood the assignment this time around. Combine with... Let's go for this key first. Yeah. Next key. Now we have some dots. Great. Piece of paper got out of the silver box. 2 opposing edges on it are torn. Yeah, I'm missing a gold key and, well, the gold and bronze boxes. Gonna guess. Oh. Oh, the metal detector seems to be responding to this tomato. Alright, grab it. Okay. Did it react to any of the others? Nope, just this one. Here you go. Coin. Something inside this tomato, right? There must be some metal in there then. Do I have anything to... This looks more like an apple than a tomato. But okay. Right. But what? This? Could be able to combine them. That's not. Just eat it or something. Oh. Why is that so hard? Look, the metal detector is reacting to this one. Okay. Can you grab that one then? Right. Did any of the others cause any reactions? Yep, just this one. Here you go. Okay. No, I don't need the cucumber right now. Where's the metal detector? Gimme this one. Give it to me. This was the only one that got a reaction, right? Great. Anything else? Ah, metal detector is gone now. Great. Definitely what I needed that for. Not working. Thank you. Okay, but where is this? What is this supposed to be? Didn't I try using the shovel on those guys? You're going to dig up the skunk cabbage? Poor thing, it's never done anything to you. Don't worry, I'll replant it when we're done. Okay, like that. Oh, I never checked this out. Huh? I see. Metal scale, there's lights on each side. On the right, please. Small golden key. Probably goes in the keyhole. Yeah, we already have what we need. That one. Okay. And then the other left plate's a knife. Go. No idea why I need this many chips, but okay. Whatever this is. Oh, okay. We have what we need for that other area. Now, question is, what is that green area where the bronze box is supposed to be? Maybe we'll find it when we get through here. Fits perfectly into the hole on the wall. Good, now try turning it. When I turned the handle, it got dark. Looks like the light up there went out. Maybe that light was a sort of surrogate sun. that's the case, it didn't just get dark, it became nighttime. So the garden needs nighttime? I guess so. Or maybe there's some hidden meaning in switching from night to day. Let's go see if anything changed now that it's dark. If we want it to be afternoon again, all we have to do is turn the handle right. Give me my shovel. Thank you. I need to randomly click on grass. A star. Look at those. Are these stars? Maybe the idea was that when night falls, the stars come out. Purple. Blue. Yellow. Green, red. I should have all of them, right? The stars showed up once nightfall. I wonder if there's some significance to that. Okay, where was it hidden under? They made a waterfall! Hold on, doesn't it look like there's something built into the rock wall behind the waterfall? Yeah, the walkway goes under it, doesn't it? I wonder what's back there. Oh, then go there. Looks like there's something out there. Hi, Poisik, how you doing? Looks like there's something. We can't get to it though. Was the waterfall there during daytime? Can't remember. Let's switch it back. See if it turns the waterfall off. Right again. The lights that went down when you turned the night on came back up. So now the sun is out and it's gone from night to afternoon. But it's still there. Sigma's house! Is that your Sigma? Is this Shad your house? You must be going through a rough time. Okay, I think I need... Okay. I probably need to solve this. Turn this waterfall off. Before I can do anything else, but I still have no idea what this is supposed to be. Kinda looks like a map. What's on the right? Looks like a box. I think it's a treasure chest. It's connected to the drawing above, see? Yeah, thanks, Captain Obvious. 1 and 2. The mushroom was here. What was it? Cabbage was here. It should logically mean the green area is somewhere around here, but I have no idea. There! Oh my god. Yeah, shut up. Did I click on that before? I think I got distracted each time. Alright, let's try digging here. Finally. Use the key and combine them. Okay, so... Just gonna guess it's this way. Right, left, left, right, middle, middle, left. Somebody remember, okay? Right, left, left, right, middle, middle, left. Did I misclick? Huh? Where is it? Oh. Oh. Left, left, right, middle, middle, left. Oh. Let's use that again. Right, left, left, right, middle, middle, left. Am I missing something? Oh, is it this way? Okay, then left, right, right, left, left, middle, right. Left, right, right. Left, middle, middle, right. There we go. Okay. Now, the waterfall stopped. I guess that was the waterfall control panel. Of course it was. The indentations are small and circular, so we probably need something that matches that description. Do you have anything like that? Small circular, huh? Yep, we do. Was there whites? I cannot recall there being any whites. Okay, we'll start with the white coin. Yeah, shut up! Then it was yellow. Green. And red. Doesn't seem to be the right order though. Maybe the other way around? Yeah, shut up! Wait. Right. That could be true. I was going by the stars. Good. If my game character... did I put it... No, it's still hard. The balance scale. I can use this to see how heavy things are. I should weigh the coins with this. Drag the coins to place them on the plate. You can press the check button on the scale to compare the weight of the coins placed on it. Once you've finished weighing them, press the reset button. What? Let's see. Green, bigger, yellow. Red. White. Bigger green. Red. Bigger white. Okay, just for the lols. No. They're just saying. Okay, failed what? What? It just flew everywhere. Do you think it's broken? Yellow, big and red. Let's see. Oh, I get it. If you use the scale more than 5 times, it triggers this spring, which makes the whole thing shake. It'll do the same thing if you stop using it before you've reached 5 times. Alright, we need to pick up all the coins. Oh no, I've got the coins. Pick the coins. Okay, give me that one again. White is... yeah, okay. Okay, so red is the smallest, then yellow, then green, then white. Good. Oh, we went everywhere again. Yes, we can't just take our time here. Give you 2 more tries and try again and figure out the weight. If you can't manage it, we're going to have to take over. She's right. If you keep this up, this game might break. But I tried it just to make sure. Game, shut up with your easy mode. Give them to me, thank you. Oh, well, I can put it here. Red. Yellow. Oh. Yep, shut up. Yeah, shut up. I put them in the wrong order. Okay, no, this stays. No, no, it's white. Not yellow, it's white. Brain, please start working. What? Did I do something wrong? Did I misremember something? God. Okay, let's try that. Yeah, shut up. Green and yellow. Green is heavier. Damn it. Take them all. Yeah. Shut up. Just collect them for me, thank you. Green. Yellow. White. Red. Do they change weights each time? What am I doing wrong? No, don't tell me I'm misremembering these two as well. Apparently. What's that noise? It sounded like something locking. Yay! I guess it wasn't just a panel. It was actually a door. And there's a screen inside of it. Showing 9 stars. What are we supposed to do with them? Well, why don't you try touching them? Press the stars in the correct order. Yay! Oops. Awesome! Solved it! Good work. Look at the screen. Okay, this is a moon, star, sun. Okay. This is the same password. Nice. Okay, let me try. If I go in the reverse order, will that... no, doesn't do. But how do I get access to the gold file in this one? Oh. Red, green, yellow, blue. Maybe if I press the remaining ones? No, it doesn't help. Oh, maybe the complementary. Where did I write it down? Red is cyan. Blue is yellow. Doesn't work out perfectly, but I guess. Starts with magenta, which would be green. Goes on to blue, which would be yellow. Goes to yellow, which would be blue. Then goes to green, which would be magenta. Then red would be cyan. No. Then I don't know. That's odd. What's wrong? Thought you already solved this one. Yeah, but I just have a feeling there's something else to it. What? Magenta, blue, yellow, green, red. Magenta. Blue. I don't get why these three are in here. They're four actually. They're pretty much nonsensical. Oh, yeah, maybe. Okay, let me turn off. The biggest was definitely red. Now let me check those. Tiny. Quite big. Smaller than blue. Okay, so magenta, green would be the smallest, then magenta, then yellow, blue, and red. Okay. Hey, shut up! I'm clicking on something else. What did we say? Green, magenta, yellow, blue, red. Red, blue, yellow, magenta, green. Okay. This way. Thought so. You did it! Hey, check out the screen. So. Screen change. Yes. Alright. Looks like one at least. There was a safe that looked like this one in the crew quarters too. Let's see if we can get it open. Check. Yay! In my files. Open! You did it! Good job, Sophie. Nothing else in there. And then the second. Yeah. We opened the door. Or we get the key to open the door. And there's something inside. A lot of stuff in here. Let's have a look at it then. First off, this looks like a map. On the upper left it says floor B. The map we found on the crew quarters said floor A, so A is the top floor and B is the bottom floor? I mean, I know we know it took the elevator down to get here, so... Right, let's keep going. There are more things in the safe. This is the key card. It has a moon on it. That means, yeah, this is the moon card that the announcement was talking about. There's two of them in here, just like with the sun card. You should take one, Alice. Why? Are you a sub? Luna and I'll take one and you take the other one. Right, thanks. So, what have we got next? It looks like a piece of paper. Zone 9. Nevada test site. What is this? Some kind of diagram? It doesn't make any sense. I wonder what it is. Oh well, just forget about it for now. We can always come back to it later. There are two more things in here. What's this? IG is immunoglobulin. Globulin. It looks like a note. It says IG means immunoglobulin. What's immunoglobulin? It's another word for an antibody. You mean like the thing in your body that fights off bacteria and viruses and stuff? Yes. So, what is this supposed to tell us? Honestly, I have no idea. Well, the only thing left is this key. That must be the key to the exit. Yes, I think you're right. We should be able to use it to open the door. Oh, awesome. What are we waiting for? This says a lock on it, so it's probably the lock for this door. Right, let's open this door. No, yeah, let's. These two. There we go. 3, 2, 1. You found it. No sooner had we stepped out of the garden than I saw the 3 people I'd watched leave through the green door some time earlier. What are you guys doing here?
We ought to be asking you the same thing. How'd you get here?
Sigma, hand me the map.
Map. Oh, right. I dug the map out of my pocket and spread it out in front of us.
You 3 came in through the blue door, right?
Yeah.
And which room did you go into?
This fan-shaped one, it's called the Bee Garden.
Bee Garden?
It's this big dome with a bunch of plants in it. Look, you can go see it yourself later, alright?
What about you guys?
Well, after we went through the green door, we ended up in the treatment center.
Oh, doesn't that solve everything already? And then we met up here. Right here.
So, what's the treatment center? It sounds a lot like the infirmary.
You want to have a look? We can go back to any of the rooms we've already visited. So?
Sure, let's have a look. After a few moments of brisk walking, we found ourselves in the treatment center. Treatment center. Well, what are those?
They're why this is called a treatment center. Those pods can cure a number of illnesses and even repair certain injuries.
Wow. That's nuts.
How about you climb in one of them, Dio?
Why?
Well, maybe it can fix whatever's wrong with your brain.
Maybe you should get in there then.
Hey! You want to start something, lady?
She sure does.
Calm down now, son. You don't cool off a bit, and I'll have to throw you in one of these pods here.
Huh? Why?
Weren't you paying attention? They have a cold sleep function. I figured that ought to cool your head up.
Wait, did you say cold sleep? That's where they freeze you, right? And you can stay that way for a really, really long time?
Yeah.
According to some records we found in here, until about 8 hours ago, there were 3 frozen people in these pods.
3 people? Who?
Phi, Sigma, and Clover? Question mark?
You mean 3 of us were?
We don't know. All we found was what was in the logs for the pods.
How long were they here?
No idea. Part of the logs were erased. All that's left is when the cold sleep function turned off. It records them thawing out, getting up. That's it.
Then they could be anyone.
Well, anyone but you.
What? Why not Alice?
Because you don't need a device like this to freeze Alice. Am I wrong?
Huh? What are you talking about?
You don't need to play dumb. The water in your body isn't normal water. It's something called Ice 9. It freezes at 96.8 degrees. That means all you have to do to put yourself in cold sleep is drop your body temperature below 96.8. No fancy machine needed.
Where on earth did you hear that?
From Clover.
Clover?
When we were exploring the lounge during the first round.
I see.
What's so funny?
Oh man, you fell for that one hook, line, and sinker, didn't you? Clover was messing with you. That is, if she even said anything to you at all. It was a lie. A joke?
A joke? No, there's no way it was a joke. I'm sure about it. Your body is made of Ice 9.
Well, you're mistaken. It's a ridiculous misunderstanding. An urban legend.
With seemingly no other option, Alice launched into a lengthy explanation. Great. It went something like this. At some point in the past, someone found a frozen, mummified Egyptian queen. What was curious about this mummy, however, was that it remained frozen at room temperature. People began to refer to her as all ice, which eventually became simply Alice. Rumors that her body was made of Ice 9 began to circulate, and her bizarre refusal to thaw only compounded them.
They say that the mummy finally thawed, and when it did, it began to move. And ever since then, I've had people say they thought I was her. I mean, really, how could anyone believe something so ridiculous? The existence of this mysterious Alice and of this ice that doesn't melt are just urban legends.
Right, but what would people make that... Why would people make that mistake about you in particular?
It can't just be because your name's Alice. There are tons of Alices.
Is it because of your face and how you look?
Well, it is true that I am both beautiful and elegant. Can I really be blamed if people think I'm an Egyptian queen? I don't think that's the only reason, though. Someone who made that mistake said something to me once. They claimed they'd seen me before. Of course, I immediately pressed the issue. Do you mean the mummy, Alice? I said. When? Where? Of course, they were at a loss. In fact, I began to feel a little sorry for them. So I told them something. If you're so convinced, then maybe I am actually Alice. But maybe I've lost my memory and can't remember who I am. And so on and so on. I'm still not sure why Clover would tell you something like that, though. Even if she was just messing with you, it seems a little out of left field.
You really think she put that much thought into it? She was probably just screwing with him, and it was the first thing that came to mind. Maybe she wanted to see if she could get him to believe something completely ridiculous.
Yeah, I could see her doing something like that. Well, I think that's enough idle gossip for now. The cold sleep business is interesting, but I don't think it's terribly useful. We should go see if the other team has returned to the warehouse yet.
At Alice's request, what? No. Didn't mean to skip that. I didn't mean to skip that. Memento Mori? Did they change it? This is... Oh, right, we're a floor down. Okay, at Alice's request, we made our way out of the treatment center. Okay, you know what? Since my voice is slowly dying, let's leave it here. 6 hours. Turkey. I think we made enough progress for today. Shush. Chicks no grace. As always, thanks for sticking around. I hope you enjoyed it. And I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye bye.